Hello guys, welcome back. In this video we are going to take a closer look at the new features and changes in the latest beta of iOS 26.1. This update is here and it introduces several interesting changes. It is actually quite surprising to me that Apple is taking a step back on their liquid glass design. They now offer a way for you to disable the real liquid glass design, but in some other areas they have also removed certain elements that really made this design stand out and look absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and take a look at this update. There are many new features to discuss and a lot of changes that Apple has made with the fourth beta of iOS 26.1. Before we dive into all that, I just want to ask you for a quick favor. Most of you watching my videos are still not subscribed, so if you enjoy the content and want to see more, please hit the subscribe button as it really helps the channel. First off, the new build number for iOS 26.1 is 23B5073A, which indicates that this is the last beta before we move to the RC and then the final release. In a few minutes, we will also talk about those release dates. This build number ends with an A, confirming it is the last beta of iOS 26.1. These betas tend to be quite large in size, and on my device they always come in really big, as you can see here, 12.6 GB for beta 4 of iOS 26.1, which is actually quite huge. Now let's get into the new features and changes, starting with the most important one, the ability to turn off liquid glass on iOS 26.1. All you have to do is go under Display and Brightness and you will find a new section there. Under Display and Brightness, we now have the liquid glass section, and you will have two different options, clear and tinted, with a preview available to see how each looks. The real liquid glass design was introduced in Beta 1 of iOS 26 and looked absolutely stunning, but they toned it down afterwards. If you select the tinted option, you basically get a white tint that does not look that good. You can also see the effect on apps, for example in the App Store. The colors pop up underneath the search section. With the tinted setting, it turns white and is not as transparent, which significantly reduces the liquid glass effect. You will also notice this in your notifications, which now have a white tint and look absolutely terrible. I really do not like what Apple has done here at all, essentially removing the liquid glass effect from many parts of the interface. To show you the difference, let's turn the liquid glass back on and move between tabs where you can see the liquid glass effect in action. Previously, there used to be a glow that appeared on the tab, which looked really cool, but now it has been completely removed in iOS 26.1 Beta 4. It does not matter whether you have liquid glass enabled or not with the new switch. The glow that appeared when moving sliders or between tabs has been removed entirely. Another change you will notice on the home screen and control center is that the glow on the corners of icons and toggles now appears as a white line circling the icon instead of just being on the corners. The effect does move based on device movement, but when still it looks like a simple border and does not provide the great effect that was present from iOS 26 up to iOS 26.1 Beta 3. Now let's move on to more new features in iOS 26.1 Beta 4. In the camera settings, there is now a button that lets you disable the camera from the lock screen, meaning you can turn off the swipe gesture to access the camera. In the phone settings, you will find an option to disable haptics, specifically a switch that says play haptics when a call is connected or dropped, which you can now turn off if you do not want that feedback. In the General About section, if you have a long device name that does not fit, it will no longer be cut off but will be shown underneath the name label, which is a very nice change. Under Display and Brightness, when you scroll down to Display Zoom, they have finally updated the wallpapers to show the new default iOS 26 wallpaper instead of the iOS 18 ones. In Safari, when scrolling with the address bar at the bottom, the text underneath it is now completely blurred, whereas previously it was transparent and would float above the website content. On the lock screen, when setting a wallpaper like the iOS 26 default, the dots indicating different pages no longer have a background behind them, as that background has been removed. In the Settings app under Apple Intelligence and Siri, two changes are noticeable. First, the text has been aligned to the left like other sections, and second, the beta badge has been removed, indicating that Apple Intelligence is no longer labeled as beta. These are the new changes and features of iOS 21 Beta 4. As for what is next, since the build number indicates this is the last beta, we can expect the RC to be released next Monday, which should be October 27th. That will be the final update for developers and public testers before Apple releases iOS 21 to the public. In my opinion, the public release will happen on November 3rd, which should be the Monday when the first major update to iOS 26 becomes available to everyone. That is basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, please smash that like button and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.